turn off the other thing, the other campaign now, because Zackor's. Hi, kitty. Sir Shocker will show up eventually. Extras, workshop packages. Where is the nerfed thing? Because again, Saccor has his own. Right, I got a mod package to subscribe to, and that is Artema. Promise. Let me just get out of Series 4. Weapon fixes. I think it's weapon fixes. Various weapon fixes. Artema.
Crack smoking warlock. Dr. Peanut recommends at least 20 grams of Serious Sam per day.
Oh yeah. Sure. Okay, whatever. I do have those. What the fuck?
Cypher skis. High fiend, play anyone you want.
What? Nani? Play any what? Any Juan? I'll play anyone. Who's the anyone? Anyway, I forced Artema's to be refreshed. So I did have it subbed. Just
any skin you want.
Any skin? Oh, well, that's not how this works. But since you asked last time, we're playing as
first come first served.
Yeah. So I remember last time you wanted Sephiroth. Da 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 da. So we're playing as Sephiroth. Remember that from yesterday. I hope the rings, like right here, I hope they don't cut into the camera. I think they will, but it should be fine anyway. But we'll see. That's not what I'm worried about. Extras. Let's turn on some workshop packages. Weapon fixes. They are enabled. Yes. No.
Crack smoking warlock. Mom, help, the we've found a gun.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She's got a gun. Hi, baby. Silly cat. I'm not sure if you guys heard her, but she happy. Okay, I'm gonna set the full screen thing so you guys don't have to deal with the chat on top of the chat on top of the chat, because chat is fuck. Now, and we're going to continue our game. Unable load save game. Fine. Who cares? I care actually, because now I lose my fucking. Oh. No. Dies cast. I lose my homing rockets, but who cares? Whatever, right? I'm gonna lose my weapons soon anyway. I'm kind of mad about it. Oh, but I can give myself attachments. Oh, that's right. So I can give myself my homing rockets again. Ah, get defeated, video game. I'll what? What? Hold on.
Crack smoking warlock. Bro, how much coke are you doing over there? Crack smoking
All of
warlock.
it.
MR Sniffles.
Mr. Sniffles. Mr. Schnoofles. I'm doing all of it. I think the weapon fixes might be breaking. Fix your shit, Artima. I didn't do my fucking meds, actually, my... Hold on. I didn't do my nasal mist. The, is Dristan. Nasal mist. Good for... Oh, I'm sorry, it's vaporizing nasal long-lasting Dristan. It's supposed to be for allergies. Load game. Can I... I think Artemis mod is still broken. Looking like it, Artima. Mr. Sniffles, take me away. Bum 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 bum. Well, hey, at least I'm able to get my gear, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is where I was. Oh my god, look at the hands. The rings. Oh, let me turn my crosshair again. There we go. Oh. I thought Rodriguez was a dude there for a second. Bruh. What if I don't want to tell the devil yet? What's my purse at the moment? Ah, yes. I think I don't like this level. Level's not too fun for me.
another one bites the dust.
No one bites dust. Where's my shotgun? Bro, they don't have a shotgun grenade anymore? Bruh. Bro, my shotgun grenade. Hold on. That was what it's supposed to be. I think this is an old save. So apparently I don't have my shotgun grenade anymore, and I'm going to adjust that. Attach equipment. No. Rotate equipment, there we go. So that one, those are the two I was missing. And my fucking... Yeah, this is an old save. Which it shouldn't be, because I manually saved here, didn't I? Place. Knife with metal. Well, at this rate, I'm going to restart the level. Fuck it. Because I don't know, honestly. I don't know how far I've made it. Dies cast. Serious difficulty. ×2. No, this way I can obtain my equipment that I missed out on, and I will be able to do everything else. Keep the multiplier.
Hey, Rodriguez! Check out this rocket launcher gizmo I got from the professor.
Whoa! That's a lot of rockets.
Jealous?
Me? What? No! I could shoot plenty of rockets.
Oh look, it's giving my gear anyway.
Shut up, Hellfire!
So I guess it did save. Of course, I didn't get my grenade launcher. That's till later, right? You know what? I beat this level. It's right. That's right. I remember now. It's the next level I'm on. So, it's actually this one. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that level again, actually. You know, I remember, because I remember fighting the big wave and got the void, the black hole. Cool. And now I can give myself whatever I need. The big crab boss. Crab people, crab people. Tastes like crab. Smells like crab. Okay. Let's see, do I have attachments? Yes. Yes, I do. Well, got everything. Okay, so it seems to remember that, surprisingly. Oh, it even remembers my... Oh, that's cool. The one time it actually remembers what my gear was, and my specific health value. Cool. I like that. For once in this game's life, this is pretty cool. I didn't think I would remember my stats for starting a new campaign. I can't argue with that, right? Oh. I wanted to go up there and see if there's any extra good stuff. But well. Ooh. Let's have a look here. I will grab that trap in a second. And I died. I deceased. Excuse me? Try again. Why'd it take all my gear away from me? Brah! Yeah, it took all my gear away. What? Well, now I guess I can fucking give myself the attachments. I'm not crazy, right? I just complimented this game for remembering what my gear was, and then it fucking takes everything away from me. What? I don't understand. Serious Sam Force sometimes, bro. Is my chat still broken or what? I'm gonna reload it. These guys are making me nervous. Yeah, now it remembers. Okay, I'm quick saving. Die, you Saccor demon wannabe.
Cypher skis. We haven't had much to say.
Oh, it's sometimes I gotta make sure, right? Because my chat likes to do that. Don't worry, my regulars will show up eventually. Especially when Saccor shows up. Maybe it just caught everyone at a bad time. Who knows? That could be the story too, right?
Artemiframris. Why you have pre-baked lighting?
Because I want my performance to run better. Actually, you know what? I don't think I need pre-brake lighting, actually. That was for that one map where my performance just fucking took a shit, right? Also, Artema, your shotgun or your mod still breaks my game. Where's pre-brake? It's in CPU speed, right? Nope. Nope. Fuck. Shit. Pre-brake lighting. Turn off. Default. Grand zoom quality lowest.
Artemiframris. Sadly. Seems like more conflicting files than just one Devastator.
I didn't do anything else. That's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't know what else is conflicting. You know, honestly, I think I like the pre-bake look a tiny bit more, honestly. It lights up the environment more. Oh, well. Pussy. Excuse me. Sorry. Didn't mean to blow your eardrums out. Yeah, I might have to switch characters because this Sephiroth's
Argument
ring
progress.
in my face is kind of annoying.
How it breaks game, by the way.
What? Oh, I could enable it later. It just says there's something missing with the muzzle flash, I guess. And it's only the shotgun that I've had issues with. Pills. Pills.
Artemis Bromritz. I mean Devastator's scope doesn't works or something else.
Well, the Devastator scope works. I reckon. It's fine. It's not the problem, I don't think.
Cyber skis. Anyone else have a skin suggestion? Fiend, it's okay to swap to another viewer suggestion for me. If it helps the gameplay, then go for it.
Again, it's only the double barrel shotgun's the issue. Every other weapon's fine, so it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Alternatively, if it becomes a big enough issue, I could go like this. Because I'm about to get this perk anyway, so I can go like this. There you go, problem solved. Relax. I accommodate my viewers. That's my job. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you, friend. I want to start using dual wielding anyway, because dual wielding helps me in the area above our head. Charlie's a girl. Man, what the health? Man, I could also dual wield these puppies. Oh, yeah! Even though the accuracy is going to be dog shit, but who cares? Do you like that head bob, by the way? It's like Doom's head bob, but sped up. Tenfold. Oh, is that what you think, video game? Think I gotta do that? Also, Sniper, I'm pretty sure you know the weapons aren't meant to be single, oh, like, in the center like this. I did this for Sergey, because Sergey likes the centered weapons.
Artemiframris. Well, I mean, for me this weapon fixes work fine. How this mod breaks the game for you. Specific weapon doesn't work properly or level can't load.
Level can't load. That's the only thing. You want here? I'll just do this for you because I know you're in the mood to fix this. So I'll turn it on. Right. I'll restart. Oh. Cooper's test level. And it says content series 74 database items. Ammo shells big. Weapon generic upgrade. Shotgun upgrade. Big list. I wish I could scroll out of it and see the whole log. You know. Because it seems like it affects ammo as well. Question mark?
Artemiframris. I didn't change any ammo files. Artemiframris.
I know.
That's weird.
That is weird. And here's all my mods, by the way. You know, a lot of it is character mods. Don't worry about that. That's for Chet. Yeah, this one's mine. That's all it does is just seriously just makes everything center. I'll use fix whatever. Yeah, these are disabled for obvious reasons.
Artemiframris. Artemiframris. Oh.
What?
Artemiframris. It can conflict with beep mod.
Done. I don't need it. I didn't know. Now I do. So let's make sure you're... Groovy. Okay, hold on. So what else do I have? Yeah, see, that's all I have. I don't have anything else.
Artemiframrus. Wait, I know.
What? This? Would this be the conflict? Do I need this?
Artemiframrus. You have this new grenade sound mod. Artemiframrus. For shotgun.
Where is it? No, I'm not seeing any grenade shotgun. I don't need you anymore because I played you. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Replacement?
Artemiframrus. Oh, you disabled weapons presets. Artemiframrus. Enabled them.
What does a weapons preset do?
Artemiframrus. They add physical casings.
Oh, okay. I like how physical casings matter so much to you when I don't even look at them. No, that was it. That was the issue. Okay, seeing the shotgun shells is kind of neat, actually. But their lifespan is so short anyway, they despawn real quick. Double barrel shotgun doesn't have any. Double barrel shotgun casings are a lie. Okay. lied to me.
Artemiframrus. Yeah, I gave a link in Discord which doesn't conflict with Devastator.
Okay. I thought I subscribed to that though. Oh, we'll subscribe to. Should I sub to this one or what? Before I go? Should I sub to your other one?
Artemiframrus. Yeah, disable and subscribe to new.
Okay. Ooh. Is this like a hidden version or what? Discord. Stream requests. Sam. Where'd you put it again? I don't remember.
Skis.
Modding?
War T Beauty.
Shitpost?
Artemiframrus. In general.
Yes, there it is. Okay. Bro, why can't this fucking open up in Steam? Hold on. Weapons fix. Okay, you. Where can I find your workshop shit?
Artemiframrus. I hided it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm turning off my screen then. Give me a sec. Because I have to sign in through fucking Steam thing, and oh, dear God. And then I gotta load up my Steam. Jeez, you're sure making me work for this, aren't you? 65B. Bees. Okay, I'm subscribed to it. There. Now it could leave me alone, right? The program, the game will just work. Not you, Artema. I'm talking about the video game. The video game is very stingy.
Why hide it, BOI?
Because I had to log into my credentials. I had to sign in and use my password. I don't want my password being revealed. And I don't want my mobile authenticator code going through. I gotta protect myself too, man. Good. Extras, workshop packages. Okay. Weapons fix. Okay, we should be good. Cooper test level. Was that not allowed there, Cypher? Or do you want my Steam password, my mobile authenticator? And steal all my TF2 skins.
Artemiframrus. Bless.
Thank you. I wish someone would make a better iron sight, honestly.
I'm talking to Artemiframrus.
Oh.
Why hide the mod?
Because it's only meant for me. Because this... It requires an iron sight, and a lot of people just use the scope. Because look at the iron sights, they're janky. But I don't like the scope anyway. That's what my centered weapons are based off of. Oh, that's not what I thought it was.
Artemipramris. Because it's the same of original mod but doesn't conflict with Fiend's Devastator.
Yeah.
Artemipramris. That's it?
The suck! There's a serious bomb. Anyways. Do I have to start from the beginning of the level again, or can I just continue? I think I have to start from the beginning again. Let's be real here. Am I hurt about it? No, I can handle this. It's fine. Bombers with love.
Brabascrap. Hellions.
Hello. We're waiting for Saccor at some point. Just poke him. Poke him. He said he's free and he's not free. He's away. Poke him. Also, my cell service went down. My cell service, or my phone is suspended, I should say. So fun. So think. Oh yeah, that's good shit. Okay, it apparently saved my inventory, which is like fascinating. Very fascinating. Get these cacodemon wannabes out of here. Except they make fart sounds into the cacodemon sounds. You know what? I might recolor them to be red and then have cacodemon sounds. So when you die, they die. You're. Because that's basically what they are. I'm calling them cacodemons. I don't care what anyone says.
Well, I didn't receive notification in Discord about stream. That's why he probably didn't appear.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Okay, there you go. I made my own notification, thank you. Discord failed me for the last time. What the hell? No wonder why it's quiet in here. Damn. I say me. Oh. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I forgot. Saccor and Danny restored that. The biomech will fire its rockets when it's deceased.
Brad Mags. Yeah, neither YT nor Twitch showed up in notification center.
Wow. Yeah, I noticed that. Or Twitch. Twitch didn't even show up. I had to ping everyone myself. That's really fucking stupid now, isn't it? Like, bruh. Discord and Restream. Well, it's both. Restream dropped the ball. I might have to find a different solution soon if they're going to be like this. Unless they want me to start paying for the service. It's like, bruh. But if I do pay for the service, I'll be able to fucking do the fucking job, right?
Brad Mags. Yeah, guess shit was having a brain fart at the wrong time.
It's been having a brain fart all for like the last while though, hasn't it? Last couple of days it picks
Brad
messages, drops them.
Problem is it does that a lot.
A lot more than it should. What? Where was my grenade? I don't understand. Where'd my grenade go?
Artemip Romrus. Ahia.
Splat.
Brad Mags. This is the first time it has not sent notifications though. Hope it doesn't become a frequent occurrence.
If it does, I'll have to
Cypress
find a
keys.
different solution.
LOL 101.
Okay. Oh, that's not okay. I hear big boys.
Crack smoking warlock. Alright, this might sound like some tinfoil hat conspiracy theory bullshit, but I think, just hear me out, I think that Serious Sam might not be that serious.
No! Really?
Brad Mags. XP.
What gave that impression?
Grab a scrap. Fiend, I'm maining Mona now because of you.
Good.
Nobaditi. Here is Johnny.
Boop, 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 boop. I mean, you chose the caricature model just because you had a hat. A hat. So it's not by my hands
Nobaditi.
that you were given flesh. Why is my
Grab a scrap.
middle... wait, oh.
Those jumping sounds are beyond adorable. Shame the terrain fucks up the sounds though. Nobaditi. What model is this now?
Set it off. Da 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 da. No, we're Commander Shepard. That's
Nobaditi. Sephiroth.
Set it off. No! What was that? What was that death sound, Frabo? What was that? A badass like Sephiroth goes, "Dong!" Sounds like Homer.
Nobaditi. Dulu. Grab a scrap. Teenage Homer.
Basically what it was.
Crack smoking warlock. It's Chuck Norris after he discovered anime.
Oh. Oh. Splat.
Oh, looky what I found. I don't know, Sam. What is it? It's a locked door. But you hate those, don't you, Sam?
Yes, I do.
I do. And you know what? I bet Rodriguez won't run into a single one of these.
If someone clips the badass moments and puts one winged angel over it, then poggers.
Ah. Don't be the Advent Children version of the music, please no. I don't like the AC version. Although the remix from the remake is okay, I think.
Why
I'd
can't
have to-
these
I'd have
things
to-
ever be under the doormat?
I'll have to
Cypher
make sure
skis.
again.
Kingdom Hearts 2 version.
Yo, that's
PT.
that's also a good version.
You know like it.
Not the Advent Children version, no. I don't like orchestral music all that much. I think I hate the sound of orchestral like 90% of the time. Sometimes it can sound really, really good. Sometimes. But a lot of time, no. Stop. What are you doing? Like, think of the... a good example of what I like is like what they did to Genova in the Final Fantasy remake. Like Phase 3 in particular. It had that alien sound to it where everything else, they try to be all super HD and then they go and do that with the MIDI keyboard. That was a good remix. I was expecting Big Boys to come out. They did not come out. I am disappointed. Oh well. We now go. Boom! Save my game.
Cypher skis. I swear the rocket launcher in this game is just Prime 2 and 3 Seeker missile launcher.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So we're just gonna leave the map behind. Did they patch this? Did they finally patch this? Nope, they did not patch this. Okay, we're gonna go for an adventure. We're gonna go through the skybox. Oh my god! I could skip the entire level by doing this. Just going all over here. Whee! Wow. This is where I was before. But we're not doing that. No! I thought Crow Team would have fixed that by now, but of course not. Why would they fix things? How fucking dare I assume, right?
Brabascrap. LMAO, that's Fiend's best joke ever. Credium fixing SS4. We peaked. Time to stop streaming and go home. We can't top this.
Yeah, really. Oh, hi. What's going on?
Cypher skis. Does the pistol have infinite ammo?
Yeah, the
Rabbit scrap.
pistol in the series always has
I'm
infinite
really
ammo.
confused they made that whole damn empty area for a single life.
Yeah, no, it feels like you could tell that they wanted to do more with it, but they didn't have time. They were fucking crunch mode. You have to jerk it off of what the hell they're gonna do with Sam. Yeah, make excuses why the game sucks. Thanks, Alan. Great investment on your team's assets. Bitch. Bitch.
Artemiframrus. Alan now has Bobucks.
Yeah, tell me how that's working for him. He's just a sellout. He thinks he's hot shit. Idiot.
Brabascrap. Has what?
Probably working for Phobe at night.
Artemiframrus. Robux.
Or that. That's all he's worth. I'm not usually toxic, but geez, hearing the shit that Alan did, because he wanted to experiment, fuck the company.
I mean, he is working in
Like, Jesus
Roblox
Christ.
now.
Oh, we got that, but it's like, Christ, man, way to fuck over your entire team and then leave before the fucking game released. Like, what a spineless thing to do.
Cypher skis. You know who thinks they're hot shit? Anyone who hates Undertale.
Sit tight. I'm on my way.
Oh, I like
What else
Undertale.
are they gonna do?
I don't hate it. I just avoid the community in general because sometimes they're a bit much for me.
Because they are Kappa.
I'm a casual enjoyer of the franchise. I'm not a die-hard fan. I do read the comics from time to time, though. And I think the reason why a lot of people don't like
I
Undertale.
couldn't stand Undertale the first time I played it.
Yeah.
I only played it cause everyone was gushing about it.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Like, some people, like, I got roped into it because people were like, oh, you gotta play this, and people would not leave me alone until I finally caved in. I think Kunai bought it for me and I ended up playing it.
Nova DT. Average Undertale fan vs average Earthbound enjoyer.
I don't care for Earthbound, sorry. It's not for me.
Brabascrap.
I do like Gygas, though.
And I was like, so where's the gameplay? Why am I not allowed to literally do anything? When will the 3-hour-long cutscene end? Crack smoking warlock.
Well, you're looking at it wrong.
Something
Just an
similar
experience.
happened to me, but it stopped when I threatened the people bugging me with violence.
Well, I'm not that kind of person, though.
Brabascrap.
That's the difference between you and
Yeah,
me.
LOL.
Like, a lot of it's just... It's dorky humor. Like, it makes you go, what? Like, not that I
smoking
mind it.
warlock.
I like the
You
experience.
must embrace the rage fiend.
No.
Crack smoking warlock.
I will not
Let it
yield
flow
rip it
through
in
you.
death.
Cypher skis. Undertale Last Breath has 2,629, 491, 629, 363, 028,
Oh, yeah?
263, 627 joke phases and still keeps getting more. The
Oh,
joke
yeah?
phases need to stop.
Yeah. I like more of my dark humor, though, honestly.
Crack smoking warlock. More like Undertale, he got him.
Oh, there it is.
Crack smoking warlock. Dark humor is a lot like food. Not everyone gets it. Brabascrap. Saccor needs to bring back the TLH Calocice death sound doo-woo.
In the Cacodemon?
Cypher skis. 10 for endless breath is enough.
I don't even understand where you got that comic from, or the endless breath. Like, I don't mean like a sound like a hard ass, but I'm like in the dark when it comes to that because I'm so.
Actually, he added new death sound made by Damgen.
No. Like I'm out of the loop when it comes to Undertale community stuff. Oh.
Brabascrap. It's not very noticeable compared to the TLH Mod 1. Nobody T. You think fandoms are toxic? Son, whenever you enter a mainstream community the Geiger counter starts beeping like fucking insane, like it's fucking Chernobyl, if not worse. Lame out.
Some fans, holy fuck, if you're not fucking good at, like in tunes, like
player model.
Sephiroth.
Cypher skis. Robber Zero Gaming made Endless Breath. Oh, and the songs are by Viper X2 and Depressed Italian.
Oh, that sounds very, very
CP
inspirational. Set it off. Nice reload animation, by the way. Look at Sephiroth. He doesn't even reload his shotgun. No animations. Nice third-person animations.
Fandom isn't good to me unless it glows like Chernobyl during a rave.
Even the Doom community is fucking toxic, dude. Like, a couple of your friends got fucking shit on for no good reason, just because they had a different opinion. Dear God, opinions can't have that foul thing in our communities. Someone was playing multiplayer and said the super shotgun was like overpowered, which it technically is. Like, especially in CTF, down a 120 HP player in one shot if all pellets hit and the RNG calls for it. 150 even, if they provided they have no armor, of course.
Cypher skis.
And they got fucking ridiculed for it.
The best phase soundtrack emo is Phase 7, Incoherent Meltdown.
Yeah, here's the thing: you're making all these references, right, buddy? And I'm out of the loop with that. Like, you could say all these phase whatever Meltdown name title here.
Brad Manx.
And I know nothing of what you're talking about.
This kind of shit is exactly why I don't interact with a lot of fandom XP.
Yeah, the Doom community was the final nail in the coffin for me. Like, there's obnoxious people. I'd rather deal with the slightly obnoxious ones than the really toxic.
Nice 1 HP. Use drugs.
Use drugs? What's drugs? I don't know what drugs are. This is a no drug % run. Just because you told me to use drugs, I'm not using drugs. See, we're playing Contra now. And Cypher, it's not that I don't want to do the thing, just I'll dip my toes into it and I'll start understanding, but when things get a little bit too much for me, it's like, oh, and I step back for a bit. Because sometimes when the community is really passionate about a particular thing, holy fuck, some of them passionate. And dear God, you change their baby whatsoever, you're a monster. I had one guy give me shit, why is your shotgun so fucking accurate? And I said, bro, it's based off the fucking VR stats for Doom 3. And people got so fucking upset. Like, why?
Brad Manx.
And then they pulled in their horns when they realized.
Doom community gets spicy sometimes. XP.
Like even Doom 3, like the black sheep of the game.
Killing Floor community is also very toxic.
Oh yes, Killing Floor.
Elite club and new people usually got kicked from high difficulty servers.
Yep, that's what happened to me.
Okay, time to stop talking about Undertale and start talking about something that is really good, like Metroid, Halo, and Smash Brothers.
Relax, Cypher. You'll get what we do here. We just talk about a bunch of things. It doesn't even have to be. You don't even have to switch to Undertale. Or, like, we're just talking about communities in general. Killing Floor, holy fuck! I stopped playing that game because if you don't run a very particular class that your other players want you to play, they kick you from the game. And I can't remember what the devs were. They used to ban people for being overly toxic and that, you know, an absolute dickhead. They don't do that anymore. They don't give a shit. They used to. And one guy tried healing him, and he kept fucking closing the door on me because he wanted to be alone. It's like, fuck off, dude. Let me fucking heal you. And he gets mad at me because he went down. Like,
Crack smoking warlock. I legitimately enjoy toxic shit. It's amusing to me. Crack smoking warlock.
Yeah, watch it from a distance. Just don't be part of it.
Brabascrap. Surprisingly, No Man's Sky has the most welcoming and most friendly community I've ever seen in anything ever.
Yeah, because
it's almost like a utopia there.
What the funny thing is, Brabo?
I have never bothered with MP in the Killing Floor games. Seems it was a good idea.
Yeah, it is a good thing because it's fucking awful, dude. People are super fucking toxic there. But when it comes to going to the topic of No Man's Sky, the reason why they're so patient, Bravo, is probably because you needed a lot of patience to stick around with it, because the game was dog shit when it first came out, and people stuck by it probably had low expectations.
Are you the one they call Sirius Sam?
The one and only.
Oh, I am a very big fan. Can you sign my rifle?
No.
I collect the signature of the badass.
Sure.
I already have the signature of Massimo Murena and Rodriguez the Ram.
The Ram? Really?
Only one small problem. I left my rifle over there. Many enemies, very dangerous. Perhaps you, the great hero, can defeat
Cypher
them.
Skis.
Anything
Chat
for a
and Fiend,
fan.
what is your favorite first-person shooter? Mine is Metroid Prime. Brabascrap. Even now, whenever NMS gets another update and something breaks, people joke around and poke fun at it instead of raging.
Well, I wouldn't call...
They know it'll get fixed anyway.
I wouldn't really call Metroid Prime a first-person shooter. I call it more like a first-person adventure. Because shooting isn't the main part of the game. You know? I want a bean bird. Do I want to do the side mission? Because I kind of don't.
Warlock. Shooting isn't the main part of Metroid Prime.
Honestly, if we're talking right out of the game, I like the atmosphere of Doom 64.
Fiend DB sing Nars. He forgot about the hammer Hue.
I'm so used to the knife. Do I want to go down this way?
Either Prime or Halo. Combat Evolved.
I like Halo, but I don't like Halo that much. Halo is too slow for me. There's too much copy and
I
paste.
think if there has to be a redemption arc of this decade in gaming, I think it has to be No Man's Sky LUL.
No Man's Sky. Yeah, that's right. I don't think I'm going down the way because I don't like that quest. The fight is annoying. Not this time, anyway. I'm good.
Monkey 2. Mother underscore get underscore my underscore celebratory underscore clean underscore diaper.
Okay. Okay, Gosper, whatever you say. Oh, stinky.
Oh, come on.
So you want to play something, do you, guys?
Let's dance.
Artemis
We
Bromrus.
might have to delay the Sam
You
stream till
decided
tomorrow.
skip side quest?
Yeah. I don't want to do it this time. I'm not in the mood. The suck!
Brabascrap. My favorite FPS is Half-Life 2, mostly because of the feel of the engine. It's the best FPS platforming I've experienced. Nobody.
Well, you're above the bump
Let's
that
not get
gameplay.
into the game genre terminology again, lame out.
What? What are you talking about, Willis?
Brad Mangs. Suction.
I'm not even paying attention to half of what I'm doing, so bear with me.
Grab a scrap. Sucksican.
Nice lock on.
Cypress. Maximum ZUCC.
All right, fellas, let's dance.
Oh yeah.
Nobody. That's curious, because I like Half-Life 1 over 2. Tony. Can you put the weapons in the middle of the screen in the vanilla game?
No, you
Did I
cannot.
really miss it?
No, it's a mod that I made. You can subscribe to Workshop.
Grab a scrap. Both games actually have really good platforming ammo. Brad Manx. Yeah.
I keep forgetting how big of a radius that has. Okay.
Brad Manx. HL1s is a little more awkward, but it's still decent. Grab a scrap. I recently discovered just how fucking up the dual snipers are when you headshot with them.
Yeah, that's basically like what, 600 damage on some enemies if they're weak to sniper. Ooh.
Nobody. I disagree only in the platforming, because 1 has decent platforming, but 2's jumping sections are frustrating at times because of how the physics work.
Yeah, the physics are definitely annoying. Oh, hi, how's it going? How are you doing?
Grab a scrap. It's something you can get used to though. I remember the first time I played it I was raging over not getting it.
That's debatable. Because here, the source engine has this very particular gold source jank. Its own evolution, even.
Nobody. Trust me, I'll never get used to jumping over objects on water. Nobody.
Yeah, it's water
On
that comes with
HL2.
it.
Grab a scrap.
You have to crouch jump
I
there.
refuse to believe that you can master ladder climbing in Source though.
I've mastered it. What are you talking about? The thing is with the source that I hate how slow it takes to crouch. Like, namely, like, Half-Life 2. Like, just like, there's an animation that you have to go through to crouch. It's like, that feels so slow and unnatural. Same with Left 4 Dead.
Nobody. It ain't that hard though, just remember to use E. Nobody. E.
E. Sorry, I ruined your joke there, Nova. Forgive me.
Grab a scrap. E. Nobody. E.
We're gonna be switching games here. gonna have to pop my drugs
Saccor
soon.
skis. Grab a scrap. Oh yeah, Saccor's not coming?
I pinged him, but I guess he's not showing up.
You keep snorting.
He's gonna show up tomorrow. And I can't help him. My allergies are really bad today, and I don't have any antihistamines. Unless the chat supplies me with feel-good drugs, so I'm not getting any.
Playing on serious difficulty?
Serious difficulty times 2 spawns. I always play on times 2. Yeah, that's the feel good stuff.
Grab a scrap. 2 times enemy multiplier, serious difficulty, dies a lot, says map is too long uwu.
That was the custom map. Don't even start with me, Bravo. I will haunt your ass with my foot. And I'm talking like lengthwise. I'm not talking about fights. Like you needed a snowmobile to cross it, where it would have been like half, or what you call it, like 3 Serious Sam 4 levels. That's how big it was.
Grab a scrap. Ah, gotcha. Artemifromris. Bully chat.
It's fine. If I was including the gameplay, then yes. That would be understandable. Secret found. And Bravo, you know why I use the multipliers, is so I could play with the big guns more. Because Crow Team doesn't know how to give ammo. You know better.
Grab a scrap. I like huge maps, only if they're good though.
Yeah.
I don't want number 1 hour long Sarian Star map.
Yeah, see, that one is very boring. Like, my idea of a big map is that one Genshin Impact level. That level is fucking fantastic.
Cyber skis. LOL.
You know, I could have just turbo-stunned those boys instead of taking all that damage, but it's fine. But could I be asked? No.
Well, those Brazilian modders worked on their map half year. While Sarian Star was made in a week probably.
Yeah, because it's using terrain system and spam enemies, because that's how you make maps nowadays, right? I'm glad Alan gave us the gift of making people lazy.
For the Genshin Impact map to be gigantic, it could have like jump pads that yeet you half a kilometer to another place. It would be neat.
Yeah, like like here's the thing there, Bravo.
The
The map might not be
I think the EEG
big,
maps
like,
need more content and variety and some breaks and not that much repetition.
Well, I wanted the dual wheel, but you know, I think I'm dead here. Yeah. The argument is the map doesn't have to be like massive in terms of landscape size. Like there could be a lot of back and forth and progression.
Dead.
Like there's so much to do in the Genshin Impact map, and that's what makes the map long in that regard. And a good mapper knows to accommodate for this.
Grab a scrap. Oh, totally.
Otherwise you get another Syrian star, which is like, oh yeah, great level design, puts you to sleep. And I thought Forgotten Shitty was bad. Like, Forgotten Shitty is just fucking frustrating. Except for that one map that broke because of the physics, you know. But I guess we don't talk about that.
Scrap. You didn't get to that part in Syrian Star where it spammed 500 score at you on flat open terrain with no cover. Artemid Bromras.
Yeah, I probably didn't.
Syrian Star formula, generate terrain, add random objects and stupid fights.
Yep. Okay, I might have to spam explosives here. Just call it a day. I mean, I could do it. Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. Dear God. Power of dual-wielding grenades.
And no matter what the fights are, make sure to repeat them multiple times. Slowly.
Yeah. Like, the thing is about bad maps is sometimes they're funny. They have a talking point, but then you get Syrian Star where it's a different kind of bad. It's just fucking boring and it puts you to sleep, and that's not fun. It's not fun to watch or play. And all you do is get, like, fucking complaining on, oh my god, please, video game. It could have been something interesting, but no. Grow Team, or I should say Alan, graced us with the fucking terrain system, just so people can have an excuse to be bad, right?
The Colosseum.
Or bad people get an excuse to pump up low tier maps.
At least we don't have tourism anymore.
Okay, anyways, I'm putting back on the run and gun. Born to run. Secret found. Actually, you know what? For the boss, what I might do... no. I guess I do gotta do the hold up and do the wave first, right? And then I do the other thing. Sorry. I really don't like these running animations, by the way. Why can't Sam just hold it up, like point it up to the Terminator or something? Just look at the boomsticks. They look retarded. It looks like your gun just shrinks when you start sprinting. I get it because of the perspective, but like, bro. Oh, dead. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Rabbis crap. Yeah, I was gonna say they shrink.
Where thousands of souls suffered under the scorching Roman sun. Well, at least we don't have tourism anymore.
So right now, here's an exploit that the Crow Team will probably never fix. If you do wield a set of weapons, you can keep them out, even if you take away the perk. Just, you know, despite unlearning a very particular thing, Sam can still do it. Because that's how that works, right? Thanks to Trixo.
No, but ET. At least make Sam move his hands up and down to simulate the running.
Yeah, really. See, that would have been a little bit better. Like, you know, animation work. Dear God, why do that, right? Just have the fucking weapon move bob do all the work, apparently. Dear God.
No, but ET. Dear God.
Honest to God effort.
Rabbis crap. The two grenade launchers sorta look like the beehive hand.
Bees?
Nobody T. Lame out. Nobody.
Not the bees! Oh.
Now that you mention it, yes they do.
I have deceased. I have
The
committed kill.
Colosseum, where thousands of souls suffered under the scorching Roman sun. Well, at least we don't have tourism anymore.
You know what? I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do run and gun so that I can just melt down the fat boy. Fat boy!
Grab a scrap. The Colosseum. Nobody.
That Colosseum.
And also, Hive Hand in Half-Life 1 is heavily underrated.
Yeah, it's useful. Infinite ammo, and you shoot the bees. The bees.
Nobody T. Shoot the bees.
No, don't shoot the goddamn bees, because then they'll come out and fucking destroy us. Oh wait, wrong mod. I'm not playing Doom.
Grab a scrap.
Saving.
Noba, now I wanna do a bee-only run of Half-Life.
Yeah, do it. You won't.
Grab a scrap. I'll probably do it. Nobody T.
Do it!
Primary fire shoots homing bees.
Yeah, the alt fire is, like, it's not homing, but, you know, dumps all the ammo, which is good. Not the bees. Okay. Let us die. Let us cheese and duel their weapon first. And now let's go in there. Because I'm cheating. Boom. Armor? Yeah, I'll take some armor.
Nobody T. Alt fire fires bees faster and
Oh,
actually
but
destroys
then you
objects
give
at a
me that.
distance. Yeah, no, the thing THA crowbar does. Grab a scrap. Make sure not to fall into the hall in this area.
The what in this area?
Grab a scrap. Radium doesn't feel like patching it, literally. Grab a scrap. The place where Rodriguez comes out of, you can jump on it and fall through it. Nobody T.
Oh, cool.
Okay, but why do?
My fists don't need bullets.
He's right, you know.
Artemiframras. It's not a big problem because game will teleport you back anyway.
I kind of hate this fight, honestly.
Grab a scrap. Are you a Credium dev?
Yes.
What?
Video game. I'm trying to fucking. You know what? Fine. Time freeze. Well, imagine slowing time and still get collecting clear balls to the face.
My fists don't need bullets.
Oh boy, look at them all.
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't see dislikes on YouTube anymore, rip.
Yep.
Scrap. Nice transition back into regular time.
Jesus Christ.
Scrap. Yeah, dislikes have been removed for about a week now.
Yeah, because people are too insensitive, I guess. Oh no, not the thumbs down. You know.
Artemiframras. Not for me. I lost them today.
I guess Papa Nintendo got upset, the big companies, for having too many thumbs down. Same with Rockstar. Jesus Christ, I might have to do something here. I might have to give everyone the suck. I don't want to. It's looking like I'm going to be forced.
Nobody. Because YT is run by Susanna Waberjaki and she no likey criticism.
Yes, thanks, Susan.
Cypher skis. Maximum SUCC.
How long before you run out of bullets, Sam? How long before there isn't a single bullet left on this entire planet?
My fists don't need bullets.
He's right, you know.
Scrap. YouTube should be renamed to Corporation 2, cause it's not about the individual, it's about Big Pwa.
Yeah, because they took the U out of YouTube like so many years ago, and you're just getting the memo now. Bro, I'm gonna hate this fight. I used to do this fight, I don't know. It's funny now that Saccor's buffed the regular boys, now that they drop homing shots. I think that's what's fucking me. Nice, I missed. Oh, I missed!
Craze I0NI. Taba. Scrap. Suck the regular boys.
You know what, I don't deserve to live. I missed that many shots on a fucking enemy that's standing still, or flying still. I don't deserve to live after that. That was my most pitiful display of marksmanship ever.
Nobody. First we had the 5 stars, then we only had the likes and dislikes, then they replaced the like-dislike bar ratio color, so no green or red lightsabers no more, then the blue got removed, and now we are left with no dislikes.
Yep. Don't you love how how much censorship we're going through nowadays? Here you go, I gotta protect the sheltered individuals, right?
Scrap. I know they want to get rid of the dislike button entirely, but it's a shame they have to do these changes one at a time and slowly so that people accept all the shit.
So you know what I would have done? If like buttons had to go, I would have ripped the band-aid off the system. Okay, look, it's not going, it's not working for us. It's hurting the system. I would have just fucking not just sugarcoat it. If I was running the show and I was forced, like someone was forcing my hand to remove it, you know? Because why sugarcoat it? Big speed! I didn't speed to win. Oh, is that a Saccor?
Boo.
Hi, how's it going? How you doing?
Scrap. They're sugarcoating it so that people can accept it. Sure,
Can you hear
they'll
me,
bitch
Saccor?
about it and jerk each other around and agree on it, but no
Hey,
action
no,
will be
you're
taken
muted on
against it.
Discord.
As soon as
Am I?
people stop talking about it, they can just change something again and the process restarts.
I am. You're right. There's one.
How's it going?
How you doing? Oh.
Sorry I'm late, dude. I was out getting a drink.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you treat yourself, right?
I got to pretend that I could live normally for at least 1 hour.
Normally. Aren't you a comedian?
I know, right? Everything that seems normal is so far away right now.
Oh no. Yeah, that's life for you, unfortunately.
How's the sledgehammer?
Good. It's a little slower than I'd like. Because with Serious Sam 3, the ready to swing down animation is a lot faster. So it's not as fast as I need it to be in this game. So I feel like if that was sped up, it would have been very useful. It's satisfying.
You can always tell Spy to just speed it up a little bit. I'm
Scrap.
sure he'd do it.
Remember, the alt fire on the hammer is much faster.
Yeah, but that's
I
the
think
old
it's
fire
like-
and it's less satisfying.
It's like both fire boats should have the same speed, technically. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I don't like the old fire, because like this is fine because there's a wind up, but when you have your hands straight up and then you alt fire, it looks so weird to me. You know, instead of just laying the hammer down. But that's just me we're talking about here.
Laying down the law.
Yeah. Oops.
So how was that custom campaign, the Shattered Islands? I didn't even check
It
it
was
out
it was
myself,
very
but it
good, but very long. Like it's like basically think of it as like 4 Serious Sam or 3 Serious Sam maps.
It's longer than Countryside Remastered.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Basically 2 of those.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is a long map.
Well, that's if you're trying to 100% everything. Like I went back down the road, I kept trying to kill all the monsters through all the fights. It's a very long map.
I think part of what kind of discourages me from checking it out, I always get a little bit hesitant whenever I see a mod that has like a lot of custom enemy resources on it. It's like the
Yeah.
moment I see the Zorgs, that triggers my fight or flight responses because I'm thinking how much are they going to use those.
They don't use it much. It was only for one secret. I'm not going to spoil it for you,
Hello.
Ah, okay.
but you'll like it.
The Parashi secret.
And the only escape you have
No, it's a TSE secret. That's all I'm saying.
Ah.
nobody will remember.
Scrap. Boy there.
I feel like I should at least emphasize as well, it's nothing to do with the potential quality of the map per se, it's just more so that it always makes me a little bit nervous by default because it indicates to me how much this is going to mess with base balancing and like are they going to abuse these enemies or are they going to use them smartly?
Oh, for sure. Oh.
Time to break the boss.
Work _ account 5. Oh no, giant enemy crack.
And
Grab a scrap. What a crab boss. Rabib.
That's why a
Easy
crustacean
peasy.
is like a... Damn it, Rodriguez, you interrupted my one-liner.
Sorry, boss. You want me to go back down and come back up again?
No, the moment's passed. What are you doing down there anyhow?
Been down here like half an hour. I think the others are that way. What happened to you?
You know, same old crap.
ugh. Excuse me.
The big sneeze.
Jesus Christ.
Grab a scrap.
Wake up the dead with that
Bless me.
sneeze. Ooh.
Rabib.
Yeah,
That sneeze.
my allergies are
Rabib
kicking high gear today.
is loud.
Yeah, and I usually take my headset off too, so just so I don't blow your guys' eardrums out.
Appreciate the gesture.
Oh, sometimes I can't.
Rabbi.
My hands are too full.
XD.
But like, my sneezes are so loud that I can
All right,
legit wake the
these
dead.
guys have to...
We are actually looking for text, not Ark of Covenant. Text leads us to Ark. What's this Ark anyway?
By the way, if you don't have a strong CPU,
Described.
you lower your tree distance, and I'm talking about the new campaign map, and turn on pre-bake lighting.
Holy Grail.
If you want it to be playable, you have to do that.
How?
Grab a scrap.
Power to heal
You could
all
find a mute button, then have chat
At
caps
least
lock
it's
at
not
you to
filling the
unmute
entire
yourself
map
for
with
3
dynamic
minutes.
lights.
our planet.
What was that, Sack?
Music to my ears. Where do I
At
find
least
this
it's not
map?
filling the entire map with dynamic lights.
Nephilim.
Hello,
Like that
Tower
one.
of the Eye.
Yeah, that one. But it's so pretty. Like, you know what the sad part is? Fast lights could totally render those materials, but no, they choose not to. Because rendering materials isn't hard.
Yeah, I kind of just want to play the game. Then I actually did play the
That's a
level,
nice
it just
word.
wasn't
I should
fun.
have a sigil. The sigil of Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, are you listening to me?
Relax. Chamber of St. George. Push the sigil. Yada yada. I got it.
Ooh. Ah, yes, this map. Oh my god. So how's your drink?
It was a good drink. I got to savor it.
Sometimes we need a cold one, right? Oh my god, it's such a nice thing not being suppressed by hit scan snipers. I feel brave. I can fight them out in the open and get shot at and not die. See now that
Weird
you're
to me to
Ravi,
think of how
I
they
think if
originally
you get a
planned to have
health hill,
Octanian
a horde of
shotgunners like
kamikazes will
way
spawn,
early on into
but if
Saccor
you go in the
development,
water
if I
they will
understand
T-pose for
correctly.
a few seconds.
In keeping with the clone soldier theme from BFE. I'm still surprised that the sniper enemies ended up being hit scan anyway.
yeah, really.
Or are you gonna walk back far enough and trigger the scrapjack?
Sure. There's
Grab
a
a
scrapjack
scrap.
back there. Why not? Oh, there,
The
there it is.
T-pose was patched out, but they still just stand around.
I like
Are you
killing
playing
things.
with the ×2 multiplier still, or ×3?
Times 2. 3 is too much.
Grab a scrap. There's a scrapjack.
Yeah, if you go back too far, I guess you spawn 2 scrapjacks.
Well, it's just one, if you're not playing with a multiplier. But yeah, if you walk back far enough after triggering the Nars and the drones, then it spawns at one scrapjack. Which I get the purpose it serves, but I pretty much forgot that enemy existed until I checked in the editor.
never knew that.
How you do? I hear an ugly. Where's the ugly boy? He's probably up on the bridge. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's stuck on the bridge.
Good old-fashioned drone pathfinding.
There, got it.
Oh my god,
Grab a
there's none
scrap.
of it.
What's funny is you can just swim through this section and not spawn a single fight.
Yep.
It does disturb me more and more just how many fights that you can just skip or exploit altogether in this game.
Raviv.
As I keep looking through
Really?
the editor.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Anon is going to make that one compilation video of all the fights that you can just skip, and better that he does it than I do, because I just don't have the capacity to deal with Serious Sam 4 for much longer.
Yeah. Certainly. RTX on. Wow. Pre-baked reflections. Wow.
Like
Awesome.
every time I'm inside the editor,
Grab
I
a
just
scrap.
keep thinking, man,
Yeah,
I
I
really
made a
want to
comment
fix
for
this
Anon
fight,
to help him
but
out find skippable fights.
I
LOL.
I don't want to get wrapped up in trying to mod Serious Sam 4 even more because I've left the BFE project on hold for so long.
Yeah, for sure. Once Danny ports his weapons to BFE, then I'm happy.
Raviv.
Did you watch the Frame Raider video on Serious Sam 3?
I did actually.
Quite good.
Yes, it is. I quite enjoyed myself. Peels.
Cypher skis. Saccor. Have you played Kingdom Hearts?
Thankfully,
Grab a
I have
scrap.
not played Kingdom Hearts.
I need to
don't
watch
need
that
to,
one still.
to understand the insanity that is that series.
I like the first two games, and that's as much as I like.
I once joined a voice call of one of my friends who is a Kingdom Hearts fan explaining to the other the whole plot of Kingdom Hearts in, like, summarizing it to the best of his abilities. That call was already going on for about 2 hours by the time I got in there.
Yeah, yeah. I think the first two games were fine enough before it got all fucking convoluted with Chain of Memories and all the other fucking side games and the mobile games and Birth by Sleep.
The only things I know about the series are there's a character, the Master of Masters, who is
Bugsy.
like I don't know why this character is in
Brad
this
Max.
stupid ass series because
Kingdom
it's actually
Hearts
quite
lore is a
amusing.
clusterfuck.
And also there's that
Ravi.
scene in like
I call
was it the
side
Monsters
games
Inc.
side
world
quest
where
games.
they yeet that guy through the door.
Yeah.
That was funny. But that's all I know about the series, and that's all I intend to know about the series.
Like, I like the games, they're fun. Like, the first two for me, and that's as far as I go, because the other ones are just too much for me. Two does get a little bit into the lore, but again, it's not, like, overwhelming. We're just like, what does this be? What happened here? You know, you're always scratching your head. Like, there's so many fucking plot holes to fill. Like, you don't get that as much, especially with the first one. It's more of a grounded experience. I'm starting to notice I'm using C4 a lot more often. I don't know what changed.
No
Maybe what changed is that you actually have C4.
I see Kingdom Hearts as a crossover fanfiction with anime tropes and cliches, and it is just as confusing as the plots in those shows. Don't at me, Kappa.
Well, it is now. It wasn't at one point. I think what made Kingdom Hearts 2 a bit more confusing is when you start throwing in the final mix, where it has extra exclusive content. It's like, what the fuck? Who's this asshole? You know. And then you start connecting the dots. It starts putting things like into the future, I guess. Like, what you call it, red herrings, I guess, or shadow, or what's that term called? Foreshadowing. Yeah, that's that thing. It's like you get it, but it's like, is it necessary? If you have to?
Or shadery.
Okay, chat, we're ready for new player model. I was gonna let you all pick.
Crack smoking warlock. An extremely large hot dog.
Extremely large hot dog. I don't have that, sorry. Which model do you want there, Saccor? And then you pick. I got like all of them on the workshop.
You got all of them, huh?
Crack
Yeah,
smoking
because
warlock.
eventually I'll
Fine.
play.
A penis then.
I'll eventually play online with people. I got all the trash. Slip my coffee. Oh, I don't have any coffee. Fuck! My coffee keeps disappearing on me before I get to drink it.
Just evaporates.
I don't know. Hurry up, chat. Pick one. I don't care. I'm not picking Doug Hookham because his hands are too big and clips into the camera. Same with Chris. Chris!
Nobaditi. Colonel Sanders.
Yeah,
Colonel Sanders.
I like Colonel Sanders. I think he
Grab
beats
a
Fort
scrap.
Barker.
Well, what was that void
is he here?
person?
Yeah, the Fort Barker skin.
Fort Barker? You know what? Fine, we're Colonel Sanders. I see his shirt cuffs going to the camera, but who cares? It's only the
It's okay.
shotgun. In late game, I won't be using the single SSG as much anyway, as we start unlocking more perk points. Speaking of, ah yes. I love missing headshots. Oh my god!
Nobaditi. It's time to Kentusi fry some bitches that need some cooking.
Now get out of here.
Hey, that's Netflix dialogue right there.
What?
Grab a scrap. So Credium said that modders can make player models stay during cutscenes, cause they won't do it themselves. Still waiting for that mod.
Yep. Eventually. Yeah, because people have to rig the facial animations and whatnot, because, you know, that's a lot of work. You think CT would actually put in the effort for that? No.
It's always going to give me whiplash how Half-Life 2's facial expression technology is
scrap.
still more refined
And fuck
than
that.
Series M4's
I just
facial
want the
expression
model.
technology.
Yeah, rip your head around that. On a janky fucking source engine code base, too.
Like, literally, if they had somehow managed to take that same system and just use it for this game, then I would be fine with that.
Yeah. It was acceptable, it worked. What about the gold source animations? Which is their mouth flapping.
I'm not gonna be a dickhead and say that the gold source would have been just as fine too, because that looks really dumb as well.
Okay, because it is. I look at it as like, this looks horrendous.
There's only a certain level of irony
Grab a
that
scrap.
I can allow
Not just
myself to
facial
reach,
animations but the body
but I have my
movements too.
limits.
The NPCs are pseudo-static in this game.
Yes, they are. Oh. See how long it takes for you to rearm your sledgehammer? It's
Yeah, that feels a
too-
bit uncomfortable.
It's really slow. Like, I want to just smash, like in Sam 3, but I can't.
Crack smoking warlock. Literally, why are there NPCs at all in this? Does Credium
Yeah, that's
think
a good
anyone
question.
cares about these characters?
They had big plans for Serious Sam 4. I don't know what else to tell you.
Ooh. And suddenly knife.
This fight, for example, just the fact that you can immediately run back out, it just makes me think about how much more interesting it would be if the door actually locked behind you.
Yeah, force people to do it. Imagine 16 times with 16 players just holding out in this little room. All you see is like AR spammed up.
Like the Belchers can't even get through the door is the thing.
Just racing here with a dual-wield ARs, just 16 players doing that. That'd be funny.
Actually, that area that you're getting up to, where it spawns all the scorpions and the spiders, I did reactivate. Well, not reactivate. I added the Witch Bride to the script just to see how it would behave. And the problem that it has in that area is that it does get completely stuck because it's not really sure where to teleport due to the amount of objects that are surrounding it.
Yeah.
So it just stays in one place and constantly shoots at you. I think it might be possible to set them to use path markers, but I've not tried it actually. I just know it's an option.
You know what could be useful and would be cool is when the Witch Bride teleports. If it teleports inside of a shelf, it telefrags the shelf and then makes it like breaks it. But that would require like making destruction for the barrels and the shelves.
I think the way it's set is that it has to locate. The hard coding has to determine if there is an area that has absolutely nothing it can possibly collide with.
Oh, of course it's hard coded. God damn.
I mean, to be fair, it is hard coding that works, but the limitations that do present themselves can be annoying at times.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not the most egregious example I've ever seen.
At least I get to enjoy this monster of a gun, right? For a little bit longer.
Oh yeah.
This is another weapon that I felt like you really got to play with because of how little ammunition you get. And I get it, it's a very strong weapon. It's too strong. But that's the fun of it. Like same with the cannon. Sometimes you just want to. Sometimes the player should be able to be just like let loose. Provided they've been spending their ammo wisely. So then when you do get painted into a corner, you get to do what I'm doing here. Invest all your ammo. When the situation calls for it.
That is one of the problems that I personally have with the auto shotgun. It's just more of a me thing than anything.
I think Perdium wants
just
you
the
to
fact
let
that
loose
the
in
auto
Aviva's
shotgun
side quest
is
with the auto
like such a
shotgun,
specialized tool
but for some reason
that
I
it's so
haven't
easy
seen
to
any
waste through
player
ammo so
actually use
quickly.
it.
Yeah. Like, I see, like, this gun as a temporary power-up. That's how short it lasts. Because when you use it, like, basically all your ammo is gone by the time the fight's over.
Yeah, for the first fight in the side quest where you do get the auto shotgun in the character Sultan level, I switch immediately to the Devastator to get rid of the Scrapjacks first, and then for the rest of the fight I'll use the auto shotgun.
Yeah. Like I'll give the auto shotgun this. It's great for stunning, for stun locking. But they certainly don't give you a lot of ammo when you first start off, don't they? Unfortunately.
Yeah, we want you to have fun, but not too much fun.
Yeah, how dare you? You got a new toy you want to play with? Oh, what's that? You only got one magazine of ammo? Wow. Fucking nerd, right?
Well, the laser gun and the cannon have the exact same problem, so...
Yeah, I know. It's accentuated with the laser gun. It's like you get it, and it's like they give you like pitiful amounts of ammo. Like, bro, please. I think I should hold out on the other side of the map. Yeah.
A bit of interesting trivia. I have seen how the weighted marker formations work for the spawning system in this game. You'll notice that where you're currently standing, normally once you get closer towards the end, there are a few biomechs that spawn in this area. If you're closer to this location, they'll spawn on the other side of the park.
That's good
They set those
design.
little safety systems up in place to prevent enemies from spawning right next to you, which I think does sometimes work, but then you get to the final arena at the end of this level, which I think is just a mess. Because they have those really heavy enemies like the werewolves and biomechs, just they can potentially spawn right next to you. Not a fan.
Well, if that system does work as it's supposed to, that's really awesome. Because that's one of my issues. Like, if I forget, like, a particular way where enemies spawn in certain spots, I think if I'm distracted with kamikazes, and oops, biomech, like a major, it's like, well, that's frustrating.
It is a good way to eliminate an issue that's technically been long-standing since the very first game in the series. But again, the actual base arena gameplay is still something that you have to put thought into, and I think the last arena at the end of this level is a prime example of that practice not being performed as well as it could be.
Okay. I guess this is free.
Cypher skis. Anyone know Dragon Quest?
I do not. The only thing I know about Dragon Quest is Hero and the other game, Smash.
Cypher skis. And how RNG Hero is in Smash.
Very RNG based.
I remember the Gnome can get stuck trying to repeatedly stomp a bench in this area.
Funny thing is, I remember that too, actually. Excuse me, sir. I fucking headshot you? Apparently not. God damn it, son of a bitch! So I found out that the chain link fences, the world's strongest material. Game can't deal with it.
Yes.
Ah!
Cypher skis.
Clears!
As Alfarad said about fighting Hero, you spawn at kill %.
Yeah, basically.
Remember when you could just break through those in BFE? Good times, Uwu.
Yeah, especially with Hero, all it takes is one thwack, and you can kill someone at 0%. Oops.
I want to say, let's not pretend that BFE had an exceptional amount of destructible objects that mattered gameplay-wise
floating
in the city levels, but it was significant enough that it is jarring how much of a difference it is in Serious Sam 4, where there's almost nothing destructible at all.
Yeah. Like, BFE has its problems. Of course it does. No one can destroy it, like all games do. But I'm more tolerant towards BFE, probably because I'm so used to it now.
BFE is polished as a game.
Yes.
I can say that much with absolute certainty. Regardless of the decisions that they made gameplay-wise that I disagree with on a fundamental gameplay perspective level, it's still a solid presentation in terms of not only its gameplay but its visuals.
Cypher skis.
Oh, for sure.
Its weakest part is probably
Smash Brothers
just the character animations.
How many can you
But even then, that looks quaint by comparison.
Oh, I hate the weapon animations for BFE. That's the one thing that's starting to turn me off with the game, because it's very stiff. But that's just one nitpick out of the entire experience. If you look past that, it's still a solid game for the most part.
They're serviceable for me.
The assault rifle is the most egregious fucking thing for me, because the crosshair doesn't even line up. It just aims to the left of my reticle, and it has that Duke Nukem 3D pistol syndrome. Oh!
To be honest, I've never noticed that, because I think the biggest distraction I've always had is in Serious Sam 4 with the laser gun's death ray. That the beam so obviously does not match the position of the crosshair, and it drives me insane every time.
Yeah. Yes, it does. I notice a side effect of me centering the weapons. It actually does help that to a degree. Because eventually, it doesn't matter how low the weapon is, eventually it will angle up towards the crosshair. Close enough, anyway. But with it being on to the side, yes, I do notice that. Funny thing is, this mod shouldn't have existed, only because one viewer likes the centered weapons. That's the only reason why I even made this. And I keep forgetting to shut it off, mind you. Because personally, I like my weapons ever so slightly to the right, and not dead center. That's where I like my weapons. But I don't like the weapon so far to the right where it's like Counter-Strike. Oh.
Yeah, I'm too accustomed to having the weapons just being on the right side.
Well, I like them partially to the right, not to the far right side of your screen.
But you know what I mean, like, the base standard that you see in pretty
Doom
much
3.
any first-person shooter now.
Well, I appreciate the right side. It has to be a very particular side of right side, you know?
Right side of the moon.
Like the most, a couple games. I think one of the new indie games has it where your hand literally comes up from the side of the screen and you're holding the pistol. Like, bro, no! And it bugs me so fucking much. I hate it when games do that. But I think another, like, for gameplay reasons, another reason why I like centered weapons is because it keeps your screen relatively clean when I need to see around me. That's the only competitive advantage that you get from centered weapons. But I'm not playing... Imagine playing Serious Sam 4 competitively. Right?
Well, even for me, when I played a lot of Team Fortress 2, I couldn't imagine really playing with centered weapons all that much. I tried playing with the original a few times, but usually I just go back to the regular rocket launcher anyway, just because in that case, I think that rocket jumping is a lot more comfortable seeing when rockets appear from that part of the screen.
Oh,
Even though they don't appear from, like, that part of the weapon itself. It's an immersion factor, I think, for me, more than it is a practical factor.
Oh, I use the world models. I actually turn off my first-person models and use the world models. When I look down, I see my feet.
Ah.
So I don't have, like, big, gigantic weapon models in my face. But the only issue with that is characters like the soldier. If you're using the world model, yes, your head model might be disappeared, but you got this big thing bopping all around your screen, right?
It seems
because it's using your world.
From what I've looked at.
It's using your character's animation. And I'm like, dear God. Like, I like the immersion, but dude, Jesus Christ. Not my idea of fun.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten, big gun man.
Thanks.
I like it for heavy though. Heavy, it's like great. Until you have to look down and then realize heavy can't aim his gun down. Like, I love a full body immersion. Battlefield's good for that. A lot of games lack that kind of feature. Because I always get that uncanny, like, oh look, I'm just a floating camera with a gun attached to the underside of it.
I think Serious Sam does actually have the capability to produce a first-person shadow, because if you're riding a vehicle in this game in first-person, I think it does cast a shadow. But when you're just playing regularly in first-person, it doesn't, which is always a bit weird.
Sam, sprint please. Sam just wanted his back scratched, that's all. His back was itchy.
Oh yeah, I think I looked at that in the editor actually. There's like a random zone controller there that just slows you down.
Yeah. Arrgh! Excuse
Wait, can that guy fit through the door? Oh yeah, I guess they can. Hmm.
I guess I'm making the. Oh no, I don't have enough rockets for this, but I have enough this. And I underestimate how big the splash damage is. Radius. Me and explosives don't go well together, do we? You'd think I'd learn.
Yes, catch it, fiend. Catch it with your teeth.
Oh, I killed both of them. What the fuck? Okay, blow up, please. Thank you. I'm scared to go in here. Wait, what am I doing? I just used alt fire. Jeez. Come on. I really hate these zone speeds. It's so jarring going from, you know, your normal top speed and then speed down.
I only presume the reason they even put that there was probably because this layout was different at a certain point, and they just forgot to remove it.
Probably.
I hate how the zealots slide when they die.
I think the zealots are supposed to go into the ragdoll form, but I guess the ragdoll model might be broken. I think that's
it's not
why
so much the
they're
ragdoll that would be broken, it's probably just the weight of the enemy itself. Like, every enemy has a certain weight attributed to it that determines how much the physics affect the ragdolls, and I think they're just floatier than they ought to be. But I do think it's doubly funny whenever you blow them up with like a charge of C4 that's placed on the ground, they just go flying. It's always funny.
Oh yeah. You know, I've never really sat there and just dual-wield the rocket launcher before. This feels cursed as hell. Because usually I just go like this. Lock on. It's a shame that you can't use weapon mods while you're dual-wielding.
It's one of the ways that they
Balanced
balanced it out, I guess. It's a weird thing.
I think I'm dead. All I see is like boners coming for me.
It's a lot of skelly boys.
Oh my god! Yeah, I knew I was not getting out of that one. All I saw was a wall of boners.
You can just jump down into the water. They're done.
Yeah, well that's you know what? I'm not gonna finish that statement. I'll shut my mouth.
Grab a scrap. Did you know you can cheese the whole bridge fight by just jumping into the water?
Yes. Well, that one I knew.
Yeah, did you know that Serious Sam AI does not perform well when water is involved?
Yeah. It's like they're all
Fun
made of
facts and trivia.
hydrophobic they are. Don't mind me just mindless spamming. Where's the boners at?
They're coming. They're the last things that spawn in the wave.
Yes, I hear them now. I'm ready this time, assholes. We're loading. Feel like I survived. I hate the heartbeat sound because it makes it think that I'm low HP, and I look at my health and I'm like, I'm 78. Sam, what are you doing? Stop that. I feel like the game's gaslighting me. I even still had armor. Ooh. I feel like as a missed opportunity, when you go back, there should be a couple enemies. You know.
Yeah, it always did seem a bit weird to me that you encountered nothing on the way back.
I think this is one of the very few campaigns that do that, because the other one we have to go sign the guy's gun. There's a big horde.
That.
Like once you get out to the area that's just along the bridge, you
like
can
a biomech would
have
be cool.
up and a couple of other enemies that appear.
Technoball up over there, maybe a biomech. Oh.
I mean, I guess this is just me thinking more about in terms of foresight. You would have to find some way to also ensure that the player could have just cheese the fight by immediately running backwards again. Like more moving, closing doors could have helped with that.
So this is probably my favorite area in this map.
You'll probably like it more with the projectile snipers because there's a bit more emphasis on push forward that you can engage in.
Oh, I imagine. Like I did have to respect these guys' sightlines a lot more than I'm used to.
My favorite area too.
Again, it's just the final arena that I tend to bitch about, especially just the last fight is the most annoying part.
Yeah. Like, I'm talking, like, visually, I love this area.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have minded if the game had a little bit more of this. Like, it feels like more...
Like, my crack theory about Serious Sam level design, at least in terms of a modern aesthetic, is that it seems to do best whenever there are ancient ruins involved. Which is like a very subtle hint, as if to say, maybe this is a good idea to actually go back to your roots.
Yeah, really. Or it's symbolism for their company.
In the case of Rome, because you have like these really towering structures too, there's a lot that you can do with something like this, and it just gives you a very slight glimpse into the more abstract worlds that were originally created. It's almost resembling what once was the standard for Serious Sam level design.
Yeah. Wait, I can't see these enemies.
Scrap. That's exactly why I thought they'd make SS4 be only in the countryside where it's ruins and vegetation.
I have to say, as many problems as the actual Carcassonne level does have, I do like the aesthetic, and I think that there are ways that you could improve the areas that are built. In fact, like, there's so much space there that doesn't actually go used gameplay-wise that definitely gets my juices flowing in the brain. It's making me think more and more about how they could be improved, but again, that's probably many years away from something tangible actually coming of it.
Yeah.
Lord knows it already takes me like half of a year to even work on a single level for BFE, so...
Sounds about right. Like, you're only a one-man show at the moment, and Dan helps you with actors and scripted events, I guess. So, again...
If there is any fair criticism that you can give me right off the bat, is that I do work very slow.
Yeah. You take your time. It's not like you can just sit there and dedicate your life to a very particular frustrating engine that works when it wants to.
I mean, if I could, I probably would.
Crow Team hire this man memes intensifies? Crow Team!
Scrap. I know that feels sad.
Meme status notwithstanding, I think it would be a fun opportunity if I could do it as a job, but the mentality would be so much different.
Yeah,
I think the best example I could give... Have you ever read Masters of Doom?
Kind of, yes. My sentiment about... I used to want to be a game developer, and then The issue is when you take something into a hobby and you turn it into a full-time job, you gotta force yourself to work on that, even if you don't feel like to at that particular moment, and it will suck your enjoyment right out of it.
I think the thing is, especially in the case with how Crow Team manages their studio, I believe that there is a certain mixture of allowing yourself the creativity and still working within the necessary constraints in order to do it as a job. Like, obviously every project needs a project management system. You need a structure in order to ensure that something actually gets done. But I don't think the designers don't have fun working on it. And so I think there is a certain balance. But the main point that I wanted to drive at, based off of reading Masters of Doom, is that one of the mistakes John Romero made when he set up Ion Storm was just hiring a bunch of modders who only really worked on the game as just fun. They only did their projects just because they had passion. And as much as we want to romanticize the idea of hiring modders to work on video game projects for actual revenue, you need to have those structures in place in order to ensure that the games not only get out on time, but you also have to properly train your staff as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
At the end of the day, in my case, I'm still only an amateur when it comes to working with Serious Editor. If I wanted to take this seriously as a job, I would have to learn so much more.
Yep. If anything, Dan's pretty close to filling up that role, but does he want to work for them? Probably not.
No, I think Danny would hate working with Pro Team.
Yeah. He's
spending every other second questioning why they do certain things the way they do with the engine. Especially when you have a frame of reference to working with other engines and you see that they're not operating by the usual standards, it's gonna drive you a little bit batty.
You know, I only just realized I was playing Contra the entire time. You know what, video game? I didn't want that health anyway. You're right. I wanted to give up that extra life because the game was too easy, right? Motherfucker.
Grab. You have some examples, Saccor.
I would not be the person to ask for examples, Rabo. You would have better mileage asking Danny directly.
Danny will not provide examples. Oh,
Actually,
you're talking about CT?
Yeah, CT. I could give you an amusing example for a while back. So we were working on... Is it the vampire shader? Yeah, here it is. Okay. So, the effect that makes the vampires disappear and teleport around, the effect that they use is actually based on a special texture that works with the shader system in order to make the effect work. Because we were having trouble setting that up for the eyes that we changed, so I actually contacted Mario and asked him about it. And so we did a little bit of work, and eventually he figured out what it was. So the way he put it was, I believe code is dynamically modifying the alpha threshold value during the disappear and appear animation. So if you create a blank TGA file that has an alpha channel in Photoshop, for instance, and then you ensure it processes in a 32-bit format, you set that as the base texture, then that's what creates the disappear and appearing effect. So I told that to Danny, and his immediate response was, "This is stupid." Instead of just making the enemy disappear, they have written a complex shader modifying function.
Yeah, really?
I mean, to myself, who's a bit more of a normie in this case, I thought it was kind of cool, if a little bit convoluted in Crow Team's own special way. But I just trust that Danny knows more about the system and how it works.
I'm not gonna beat it around the bush. That is really fucking stupid. Why not just make the model invisible?
I think it's because they wanted to have that
Radmags.
special graphical effect.
Sounds like a CT
that
solution to me, Lel.
Gives it, like, it kind of looks like TV static if you look really closely at how the effect works, rather than just making the model phase in and out normally. I'm not sure if you could achieve the same effect just doing it that way specifically.
Well, there could be a warp effect, like you know, Halo CE's camouflage. Probably have that effect go on, and then have that spawn in. But there's multiple different ways. This CTs is just ass backwards. Like, it doesn't have to be just a generic, like, oh hey, look, the whole, every face is like on the model is got the transparent thing.
Like, it's a neat idea, but it doesn't seem like the most efficient 9 and 8.
No, really. Because when modders have got to look at it, they're like, what the fuck is this? You know?
Grab a scrap. I love how it sounds like Danny is way more experienced and knowledgeable than Credium as a whole LMAO.
Bravo, are you going to really ask that question when they have like 17 lines of lighting code and with the comments saying, do not touch this, we don't know how it works? Imagine.
I mean, honestly, that just sounds like Valve levels of programming.
Yeah. Have you seen that video where someone's going through
Yes,
the...
I have seen that, yeah.
And they're like... there's like text-to-speech voices over it. It's funny.
Crack Smoking Warlock. Sounds like the Gamebryo engine. Radmags. Yeah, I honestly feel like he genuinely is. Grab a
No,
scrap.
I should get fucking splash
This
time.
shit doesn't fucking work. Too bad.
And you wonder why fucking Valve doesn't get anything done, because they have no fucking structure, and I think that's the dumbest thing you do for a company. I don't think Gabe is part of the fucking company anymore. He just sits back, reels in all the cash, and just mix face once in a while.
Radmags. The Gamebryo engine is a clusterfuck, especially the creation engine.
Yeah, the creation engine is... oof. Where VSync actually hurts your frame rate more than it should.
Crack Smoking Warlock. Gabe is a confused old man sitting in his office wondering why it isn't 1998.
Probably. But the sad part is I can actually see that. He doesn't. I bet you he doesn't even have any recollection of what the fuck his company is doing. He's saying a lot of things that the community want him to say, but he's not running the show anymore. You know, like I feel like he's just that guy that just talk and tell people, "Oh yeah, it's coming," and then when the actual devs are in control,
yeah,
no.
You know you aren't doing shit right when VSYNC causes significant performance drops.
Yeah, VSync. And then when you turn it off, turn off the VSync and creation engine, the game speed goes fucking
Crack
like shit.
Smoking Warlock.
Where people think
I
you're
don't
speed
think
hacking.
Gabe runs
And,
anything or has ever run at all.
He did at one point,
Grab
but
a scrap.
not for the last 10 years.
Have
no.
you seen the compilation of Gabe talk about HL2 episode 3 through the years?
Yep. I feel like for the last 10 years,
Cyber
Gabe is just...
skis. Vertical synchronization is a feature.
Yeah. And programming your games not on Delta time is apparently the future. Because everyone likes it when games are tied to frame rate, right?
The only game I've found myself having to enable VSync on recently was Shadow Warrior 2013.
Radmags.
Because I noticed that
Gabe
something
seems
really
more
weird
like
was
the
happening
face of the
with
company
some
these
graphical
days and
effects,
nothing more.
where moving around would cause everything to shake violently.
Americano.
Yeah, that's
When I turned on VSync, then that fixed it.
What are you
And
doing here?
what
This is
really
a war
baffles
zone.
me is that I didn't have that
This
problem
is not a
before.
war zone. This is
on this
Rome,
exact same
my
computer.
city, my
I don't know
home.
what changed.
I fight.
Maybe driver updates. Who knows?
Possibly.
Ma'am, there are more of them coming. It would be best if...
What is it, Americano?
Otherwise, VSync is cursed. I don't like it.
Afraid of monsters?
Ma'am, I'm a...
Don't be afraid.
Afraid of
Mona's right here. She help you fight the monster.
I like this cutscene. She just alpha the fucks right out of Sam. That's funny. Ugh. Yeah, there's some games that are just tied to frame rate. Even some games are like half coded on Delta, which I've only heard of this. I haven't seen it myself. And then the physics are tied to frame rate, so you get really, really fucky things. When your frame rate is in like the 900s, when something goes fucking flying, they're gone. They're up, over, and gone. I'm not sure if you've seen that there, Saccor.
I've seen Vinny play, what was it, Dead Space 2 without VSync enabled,
Oh no.
which caused some interesting things to happen.
Cypher skis.
I imagine.
AM2R has vertical synchronization.
Well, AM2R is built on Delta time, I think. It's not tied to frame rate.
Americano, you fight on street like a good boy. I shoot from here. My old bones are no good for the close combat.
What is it about grannies that makes them so hard to disobey?
It would have cost Pro Team to just hire a few people who maybe work as, if not stunt performers, if that would be too expensive, but just people who are at least trained in theater to maybe do some of the various motion capping
My
that
old
was necessary for this
no
game.
Buddha forwarder commubat.
Yeah.
Because just the sheer fact alone that literally every character has the same movements and posture always throws me off.
Yeah.
But surely there was a better solution here.
Radmags.
They kind of move
But
around as if they
apparently
have
good enough to use
arthritis.
Well, seeing as how it is all Devore doing it, and Devore does have an injured shoulder, it does put things into context.
Radmags. Figure that shit out.
Yeah, imagine having an injured man doing all your motion cap. Oops.
Rabascrap. A heavy minigun no less.
I see it glowy. I see purple. I see it purple. It is trash.
Crack smoking warlock. I'm going to hire a quadruple amputee to do mocap for a game about a martial artist.
That's right.
Radmags. XD.
Gas twingen fascisti! Justitia e libertà!
Rabascrap. What's weird is you can see Daver do the mocap in that one promo video and it looks much better there. Suddenly lively movements there.
My flowers!
What could be also the thing that they probably slowed down the animation too.
Yeah,
That's
it's
probably-
possible that they do have to do a little bit of manual rigging as well to try and make it work in the game engine. Which may be one of the reasons as to why some of them look more stiff and awkward than they should. But don't take that as fact, that's just all I can theorize with.
Because I did notice the animations are slowed down for the motion cap, and it does look very uncanny. Uncanny Valley. Like things look way slower than they should.
Crack smoking warlock. I'm surprised at how old mocap tech is. I played a PS1 JRPG called
Yeah, they
Quebec
used
recently
motion
from
capping for many
1998 and it
games,
had
going
mocap
back as far
cutscenes.
as, I think, Resident Evil
Rabascrap.
1.
Manual
First
rigging.
game.
Like switching
Probably
Jones's
older
gun
than
from
that.
one hand to
Like,
another
they were
when the
definitely
camera
using the
cuts so he
techniques
can
for
fist
a
bump
while,
Sam.
they just got a bit more refined over time.
Don't you eat your flowers? Okay. There are the charter flowers.
Crack smoking warlock. That The Last of Us TV show
Shoot
looks
at
like
the flowers,
this.
it's an instant game over.
Is it actually? Could you imagine? He just puts the minigun toward faces such here.
Crack
The
smoking
NPC
warlock.
alignment changes.
The
She
girl they
shoots you
cast to
instead.
play Ellie looks like a foot. Grab a scrap.
I
I
completely
love how
forgot The Last of Us
Pramerazer
was
thought
getting
she
a TV
says
show.
don't shit on my flowers and he lost it LOL.
Yeah, they were in Edmonton too, those guys. Ah! Oh, I didn't break my legs. What the fuck? I was totally expecting to take fall damage from that.
Fs.
Ye old paper legs. I hear death and destruction around that wall. You know what? Oh, that's where they went. They've outsmarted me. They flanked me. I have the high ground.
Why did they go the other way?
Okay. I'll take it.
Oh man. That's, yeah, that's level design right there.
Grab
I
a
didn't
scrap.
even know this exists.
For some reason clears don't climb down these stairs.
I wonder how much effort it would be to, at the very least, give the clears an animation where they could climb up on small ledges and attack you.
I must go get my rocket launcher now. Here, you take none as minigun.
Highlighting yet another reason as to why the modern aesthetic tends to cause problems for serious Sam gameplay. Because even the
Thanks,
smallest
I
objects
actually
can be
handled
the
one of these
greatest
before.
obstacle for the average
By the way,
enemy.
Grab a
how do I
scrap.
get to the Vatican?
The climbing animations already exist.
Go around the castello and enter left through the park. Go straight ahead, and there you can find Papa Mobile.
I'm not sure that's my kind of ride.
Silly boy, is the new Papa Mobile. Il Papa have it made all special. You see, he's good. Now go.
Ham starved one.
There's
Papamobile.
another uncanny thing I've always noticed about Serious Sam 4's cutscenes in particular. I don't know if they have any graduates who at least went to film school
Papamobile.
or understand cinematography, but either they don't, or the person who did graduate from film school went to a very shitty film school. Because even myself, who knows nothing about the subject, could at least understand that a lot of these cutscenes, the way they're presented, feel so stilted and awkward just from the camera angles alone.
Yeah.
That's not even getting into just the fact that the mocap animations are all really janky.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like there are much better ways that you could present characters just talking, and that way you could also avoid issues of constantly focusing on their upper body movements, which are all the same.
Grab a
Oh my
scrap.
god, the bees! The
Are
bees!
leaks better than what BFD had at least.
Oh my god! It's a storm cloud of drones!
A lot of flyy boys.
They were not
Crack
defeated by
smoking
water!
warlock. You gotta make the dialogue a bit snappier and inset some shit to make things funny. Crack smoking
Actually,
warlock.
dive underwater for a bit. I'm curious
Like
to see if
humor.
they'll still attack you.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. I'll do that when I jump. gonna get overrun. Excuse me. Video game. Video game.
Crack smoking warlock.
Fine, I'll do
Boring
this way.
dialogue. Have two characters fucking around with a gun in the background.
When they start getting too close, I'll do the thing.
Crack smoking warlock. Nah, don't worry, I don't think it's loaded. Then like 2 sentences later a sudden gunshot.
You say that?
Something goofy like that.
I think the funniest thing that I didn't notice for a long time until I watched Frame Raider's video on Serious Sam 4 were those guards that are standing in the background of the Sam and General Brand cutscene on like 5th level, and
Yeah.
their assault
Cyber
rifles are
skis.
clipping through their hands.
Guess you could say Serious Sam isn't very humorous.
Okay. Let's see.
Every time I see that now, I can't unsee it. It's so frustrating.
Scrap. It's amazing how SS4 feels much more lifeless than the goddamn empty desert game.
Well.
But what do you know? I guess they cancel
Crack
attack
smoking
you.
warlock. It's
Sensors.
literally just boring characters saying nothing interesting.
I like how the gas makes them fight with each other, even though that makes 0 sense. They're fucking drones. Like what? Why do drones infight from hallucinating gas?
They have human child brains implemented in them.
Oh, is that actually why?
No.
Boy, you
That's
sure
a
had me
Smoking
fooled.
warlock.
That is a plot point
Why?
from Metal
Why
Gear
was
Solid
I programmed
Revengeance,
to
though.
smell?
Well, I can see that with Metal Gear.
Scrap. I get that reference. No
Please, it's
DT.
starting to look like a Star Wars movie
Because Sammy
with all the
logic.
lasers.
Scrap.
Bring
Oh,
back
it was
the
in a
TIE
fusion
Fighter
map.
laser gun sound from First Encounter.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that now. Make the lasers green and then just make a GIF and post it somewhere. Or a video even. Subtitle of the video title, man, the new Star Wars movie looking pretty good. Or, I mean, game.
Battlefront 4 looking fire.
And I'll just put an MS Paint E11 blaster rifle on the screen. Over top the current existing weapon models. Or I could just take the one from Dark Forces. Nice bubbly sounds. Video game? Video game?
Scrap.
Are you still getting swimming
Per diem
sounds?
before SS4
Yes.
release. Yo, this story
Yeah,
is
that-
fucking
that's
amazing
fine.
and the best thing ever. Per diem after SS4 release. And why are you focusing on the story? The gameplay is what's
Serious Sam
important.
4 getting a story trailer alone was enough to make me question what the hell they were doing with the marketing for this game.
Yeah.
Among other questions regarding the marketing, but that was one of the bigger ones. I don't think you're going to sell people on the storytelling in Serious Sam, no matter how hard you try.
Especially when you're the main goal of your thing is who can spit out the best one-liner, right? 'Cause that's funny, right? Talos Principles writer, everyone. Yes, video game. I have tried using my gadgets. How'd you know? Okay.
Hamstarve 1. Story is Sam is like story in
No,
Ford.
we're not going over the John Carmack argument about storytelling in video games again.
Yeah, really.
I get why it's a meme, but that was just one of those cases where
Travis
Carmack
Scrap.
was wrong.
And there was no indication that it was a funny,
Well,
silly, cheesy
for
ha-ha
Doom it
story.
worked. Classic Doom anyway.
Context is everything. I think even something as stupid as Serious Sam could actually have a decent story, but it just
Crack
needs to
smoking
be
warlock.
as basic as
Story
you're
can
going
be
from
cool,
one
but Imo,
location
it
to
should
the
never
next, and
sacrifice
just let the
gameplay
world
for
building
it.
do the rest. I don't think you need to
Crack
have something
smoking
like
warlock.
drama
Bro, the
or
game sucks dick,
drawn-out
but the story,
comedy
bro,
in Serious
shouldn't
Sam.
be a thing. Grab a scrap. Agreed.
Oh my god, I survived this time. Only took me like 10 deaths.
I think there are probably a few cases where you could make a little bit more provision for the story. The gameplay execution, again, there's a lot of context that's involved, but I've mulled over this topic before. One of the main examples that I could give would just be the original Last of Us, like the first game. We don't talk about the second game, that doesn't exist. When you look at how much the first game has aged,
At
it's
Crack Smoking Warlock, I think the
definitely
same
a
could
little
be said
bit
about vice versa.
basic in terms of
Crack
game design.
Smoking
Certainly
Warlock.
not revolutionary,
No.
but it's serviceable enough to what the rest of the game is trying to accomplish, storytelling-wise and visual presentation-wise. And I think it's one of the few cases where it can get away with having less focus on the gameplay because the character writing is just that good in the game. Like, it is probably one of the most compelling games storytelling-wise. Of one of the games I've personally played, believe it or not, it was actually a visual novel game, and it was the first one that I ever played, which was Valhalla. And that's certainly not a game that I would recommend for the gameplay at all, because it's such a very minimal game, gameplay-wise. But the story and character writing is just good enough for me that I can look past that and just enjoy the time that I'm having. So
Yeah,
there are very rare cases that you can make, very rare provisions you can make for the gameplay not being the central focus of a video game, as weird as that sounds. That said, based off of the current topic of interest, yeah, in terms of the Serious Sam games, for instance, the gameplay should be the first and foremost focus. And to Serious Sam 4's credit, I think towards the end of development it was. I don't know at what point the gameplay suddenly became the central focus, but it's what is the most polished in the end product, despite its many problems and balancing issues.
Before chat blames Ollie.
Crack Smoking Warlock. Actually, I recant that. Stuff like point-and-click games are alright even though they barely have gameplay.
Even something like, you know, the old
Crack
Secret of
Smoking
Monkey
Warlock.
Island game.
I can't stand a more modern thing of
That
walking
carries
and
itself
talking
well
while
enough even
fuck
if
all
it's just a
happens though.
point-and-click adventure game. Yeah, on that point, I would agree.
100%.
And that's precisely why a game such as The Last of Us 2 fails to understand what made The Last of Us 1 work so well in the first place. Please take the time to connect with this dog that you're going to inevitably shoot as a different character. It's a big emotional moment, guys. Please feel something. We spend so much money animating everything in this game.
Cyber skis. Don't shit everywhere again. Crack Smoking Warlock. The Last of Us pissed me off on that so much. You'd get 5 minutes of fun combat and then 30 minutes of forced slow movement. Grab a scrap. GTA 5 has the same issue. I watched a friend repeatedly sit next to the marker while the people talked in the car for a full minute.
Yep. I think the only GTA game I liked in particular is Vice City.
I want to say that once you get past, like, the first few intro stages, The Last of Us 1
Cyber skis.
does have a decent balance
Unless it
between
still
the
hasn't
story
been
moments
cleaned.
and the gameplay moments
At
that
Crack Smoking
aren't too
Warlock.
intrusive. But I can't really speak on behalf of The Last of Us 2. I just know that it's somewhat worse there.
Hello?
Crack Smoking Warlock.
Again?
The shit will remain. Crack Smoking Warlock. As a monument to my failure. Crack Smoking Warlock. Our scars remind us the past is real.
You know, I keep
Amp
expecting them
Star
to have way more enemies with how
Original
much ammo
Monkey
they give
Island
you.
was only tolerable because it had
Well,
hits,
there was that
but
third
that
wave
might be
that was
because I
cut from
didn't
here.
know of the
Not really,
retro
so
toggle button.
not wrong.
Oh, it was cut?
Yeah, I guess you didn't watch the video. There's like a wave. Originally, they had a couple of reptiloids spawned way far out the back, hidden behind all the trees, and then they just had this dump truck load of rocketeers that would spawn in here, along with several witch brides. They wanted it to go on for much longer.
Crack Smoking Warlock. I only played the first Monkey Island, but it was the Octos version.
Well, I guess I could move on. Why is the music still continuing though?
I don't know.
What the hell? Can I just say the dual wielding looks really dumb? It looks like your arms are now minigun
Your
cannons.
arms don't exist
Grab a
anymore.
scrap.
They're just
Repti
miniguns.
inside the building Ulu.
What building? That building? Over there? Ah! Fine, I'll just jump from this one. Oh yeah, they fixed that, didn't they? Curse you, Mario!
Crack Smoking Warlock. I don't remember getting stuck in it at all, but the first broken sword had me stuck frequently. Crack Smoking Warlock. Friggin' bullshit code puzzle.
I guess those soldiers might have noticed you from a distance.
DT.
Probably.
To be fair, the first TLOU had a simple story with good combat and mechanics, which is why it was effective. Still, that game plus the Uncharted series caused a lot of
Nuva
video
DT
games to
has
follow
it
the
on the
trend
mark.
of trying to imitate
It's a similar
movies
issue,
with the
I
whole
think, as
cinematic
Civi
video
fairly
game
pointed
thingy,
out in regards
which I
to
feel
Half-Life,
is not
why
ideal.
so many developers failed to understand how Half-Life's linearity was actually
Amstar
in service
Blood.
to its gameplay.
Is there a
and why
meme
it
or
made
grunt
sense.
stuck on geometry causing
So
epic
when
music to
people
loop?
inevitably tried to imitate the formula, they did not understand what made that
And
work
on
in the
the
first
eighth
place.
day, the Lord gave unto Sam a mech, and it was good.
Is there a meme yet for grunt stuck on geometry causing epic music to loop? Yeah, it's called Serious Sam 4.
You know, I kind of wish that for this thing, I wish you'd still see the cockpit. It's actually like the cockpit view, but no, zoom
Crack
in,
Smoking
right?
Warlock. I feel
Well,
like
to be
people
fair, they
mean
want to make sure
TLOU
that you
too
can
hard
see
as
what's
being
happening
some
in
sort
front
of
of you.
emotional journey because I
But
couldn't
my
fucking stand
immersion.
Ellie. Crack Smoking Warlock. I like Joel as a character though.
Oh, there goes
Grab
my
a
immersion.
scrap.
Bye-bye immersion.
Don't you love how the legs of that lip thing don't move
I can
at
see
all?
why a character like Ellie might be a bit hit or miss, but I agree, I liked Joel a lot as a character. He's probably my favorite male protagonist in all video games.
I like Big Boss more. He's still my
I'll
favorite
give a
male.
close second for Solid Snake.
Not Big Boss. Wow.
I don't have as much of an emotional connection for Big Boss, sadly.
In 3, you feel bad for the fucker because he's got to kill his lover and shit. Like, bro, that's rough.
Rough buddy.
And then just to find out the fucking government lied to him, like the betrayal is real.
Grab a scrap. I can't look at this without being reminded of the repairing systems line.
Yes, Rebo, I know you're very upsetty about that.
Crack
That one
Smoking
mod.
Warlock. I still don't know if the boss and Big Boss fucked or not. Crack Smoking
Well,
Warlock.
that's supposedly
I got more of a pseudo mother-son vibe from them.
the boss or the Joy lost her child because of miscarriage, and the only person she showed was a Snake. So So there was probably a thing between them.
Nobaditi. Also, some unskippable scripts for Half-Life 2, of course, are great for first-time players to know about the story, but it hurts replayability IMO because you have to wait for minutes, which feels like hours for the scripted dialogue to end lame out.
Half-Life 1, for the most part, like, it did have that issue on several occasions, but it was much more egregious in Half-Life 2.
Oh, for sure.
You really have to be immersed in the game to appreciate that, even on replayability levels.
Oh, absolutely.
Crack Smoking Warlock. Still wondering who the fuck did her cesarean section because that scar was pretty damn far off from the womb. Grab a scrap. Oh, that's easy. But bind host _ timescale 20 and
okay,
1 to
let's
2
reframe
hotkeys.
this. How do you actually make this in a way that's accessible to normies? Who don't want to have to enter console commands just to make something more tolerable.
Hamstarve 1. The cutscene describing boss's origin story stuff was kinda inadvertently hilarious TBH. Hamstarve 1. She invented special ops, modern kung fu, is the greatest soldier in the world, is female, was the first astronaut, and gave birth to Adam, and the game also happened to have an Eve. Grab a scrap.
Did you ever watch
You
the
add the
video Metal
ability
Gear
to
Solid
murder
4
people
was a
and you
mistake?
get to unlock the door yourself.
I've never played Serious Sam 4.
You know,
Or
some
Metal
shit
Gear
HL1
4.
did you.
Serious Sam 4? Wow, this is my first playthrough, guys.
Big thing.
HL2.
Even if you haven't,
Crack Smoking
it's a really
Warlock.
good video, and
I
it's
did not
one of
even
the
make the Adam
inspirational
/ Eve
material
connection.
for my videos as well.
Crack Smoking Warlock.
It's very entertaining and would
Fucking
strongly
Kojima,
recommend
stop
it
being
if you're
so
not
confusing.
a Metal Gear fan. By a guy called Sting Bentley.
I feel like the only part where that was a problem in HL1 was at the very beginning of the game, because that is purposefully for introduction, and even then it feels more enjoyable. Hamstarve 1. Idio 14-year-olds find this shit deep Kojima. Cypher Skis. I remember Crack Smoking Warlock saying, "God fucking damn it, it's everywhere," or something like that. Nobaditi. Kojima please.
My friend has said before
Crack
that
Smoking
Kojima is the
Warlock.
kind of person that could
Hideo
unzip his
Kojima
pants
is like
and
David
take
Lynch
a
to
piss
me.
in front of a live audience, and then everyone would stand up clapping and asking what it means.
Crack Smoking Warlock. I have literally no idea what the fuck he is trying to do.
He's trying to assert his dominance by T-posing.
Hamstarve 1. LUL.
You know, I think Back for Blood has triggered my PTSD, because every time I see these things, I keep thinking, oh great, there's a fucking sleeper, they're gonna jump out at me. And yet, I was like, wait, wrong game.
Do you have the back jibbing mod installed?
Yes.
Okay. It's weird, sometimes it doesn't activate the jibbing animations.
Nobaditi. Wait, wrong game lame out.
I just see like the tentacles, like, oh boy, he's gonna come out and fucking hump my face, and I was like, wait a second.
It could have been an interesting thing, again. More missed opportunities for the game here, if those masses of tentacles actually did something.
Crack
Like
Smoking
it actually
Warlock.
built up to something and made you think,
Oh,
oh
baby
god,
face
what
humping.
is this? There's a huge organism somewhere in the city that's causing all this to happen. But instead, this thing just kind of appears right out of nowhere. It's like, oh, okay. Last time, I guess. I don't think it's a bad boss, but it is kind of easy to exploit if you know what you're doing.
I wish the tentacles moved. The only thing they do is just have a shader
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
correct.
it
It
look
is a
like it's
very,
moving.
very small detail that you're liable to miss.
A Japanese schoolgirl. Oh look, it's Bravo's favorite enemy, the unavoidable technopolyps.
Crack Smoking Warlock. This is just like my Japanese animes.
It's just like
Nobody
my Japanese animes.
Imagine if you were still in that Mona skin kappa.
We're talking about shit. I bet you're talking about some
We've all
Japanese shit.
seen
I'm gonna
enough tentacle
fuck.
rape to see where this is going. LOL.
You call this scary? I eat cosmic horror for breakfast.
I like cosmic horror for breakfast. Time to rocket jump.
Scrap. I also added a squishy hentai sound loop for the tentacles and it actually makes it have some personality.
Thanks, this is information that we all needed.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay, let's get that book.
Crack smoking
What's his
warlock.
father Mikhail say?
Get back
Find the
Bulhu.
statue of Saints.
Don't make
What
me
was
name
it?
H.P.
John,
Lovecraft's cat.
Paul, Ringo. George. Right.
And the
Now,
key
find
is a big old
Scrap.
sea.
the hell is a sigil
Fiend.
anyway?
Hi.
Repairing
I don't
systems.
That impressive million polygon statue.
I am the repairing systems. What are you talking about, Rebel? The kind of thing that you wanted so badly and it never existed. And it turned out the game was fine because you didn't need it anyway. Except for
Crack
when you're
smoking
1
warlock.
HP and you can't get out of your mech.
Fiend, don't Google his cat's name on stream.
Binder? Why? Why not? I'm not going to Rule 34. Are you kidding me? I'm good.
Found it.
Hi, kitty. Speaking of my cat.
Scrap. Nice filter Credium. The thing you added no one
We are
asked
getting
for it.
closer to
When are you gonna
the
fix it?
slightly reworked Countryside B level. Now the question is, does Fiend want to actually go through that
Nobody
level
T.
with the
That
times 2
cat's
enemy
name could
multiplier?
actually get you banned
Yes.
in Twitch LUL. Cypher skis.
What will get me banned
I
on
wanna
Twitch?
see kitty cat.
Someone said something that will get me banned from Twitch.
Don't worry about it. As long as you keep playing the
Nobody
game,
T.
it'll be fine.
Kid.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hello? Anyone there?
Oh my god, the skin is white. Holy shit.
Kenny?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Rabbit
This
scrap.
mission is going great.
LMAO, that sounded ominous in the best way possible.
Oh,
Nobody.
Maybe
Ow,
time
my
to
eyes.
switch the character model.
Nobody. Ma booty. Nobody. Ma mana.
Okay. Who are we picking?
Master Chief.
Master Chef? Okay.
Yes, play as Halo.
Rabbit
He doesn't
scrap.
afraid of anything.
Switch to the void person.
And I'm gonna need a ride.
Oh my god, look at these Xbox, like the original Xbox textures. Oh,
Oh, it's
oh,
beautiful.
oh, look at the
Was
hands.
there a climber
I
model?
love it. Never
Oh.
switch off from this.
Oh, look at this hands. What is wrong with his hands? Oh no. Oh boy. Oh my god. It's
This is a masterpiece.
oh, it hurts. It hurts.
Rabbit scrap. Switch to the hammer. That finger LMAO. Nobody T. You can keep the Master Chef model. I want to
No,
just
there's
get
no
a
Kleiner
glimpse of the
model
Kleiner.
yet. It's just Professor Kazel.
Giesen.
I think someone will add the Half-Life models eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
I mean,
Well,
most of
someone's-
the workshop content will end up
Nobody
being
T.
predominantly player models
Wait a
anyway,
second.
so...
What is that jump sound? Nice pain sound. Beep beep beep. It has custom pain sounds.
Rabbit
Oh my
scrap.
god. Detail.
Fully modeled Alex.
Boop 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 boop.
Crack smoking warlock. Fully modeled.
I know what you're referring to. Chat, you need to stop.
What are they doing?
Don't
they
worry
being
about
horny?
it.
Hello? Anyone there?
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to assume they're horny.
Kenny?
Nobody T. God damn it, chat.
Yeah. This
Rabbit
mission
scrap.
is going great.
We do
Worst
not
fight in
use
the
those
entire
words in this
franchise.
household chat.
Nobody
Long
T.
way to the
Yeah,
top.
really.
I'm gonna
Yes,
need
it's
a
horny.
ride.
That's funny. Oh, I think.